You ever try to watch anime with someone? Bro, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is peak. You gotta put it on. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Hands up in the air!
Well, this part is kind of weird, but bro, trust. When you get to part 3, that's where it gets good.
You're actually going to help me get away from here?
That's right. We're good.
Yeah, bro, you're done. I'm not watching this. No. Part 4, Josuke, he's the best character in the whole series. Just give me one more shot.
If my nose is correct, one of you beauties is on your period. I'm right, aren't I? Who is it?
It's me.
Yeah, bro, I am not watching this show. You're weird. You're weird! Anime is an amazing medium. Some of the most iconic stories are from anime. But I get it, because there's always someone like, anime is the greatest thing in my entire life. I knew from the first moment I met my kitten, Hatsune Miku, that we were made for each other. I can't wait to visit the motherland Japan and meet my waifu. You might think by my stereotype that she is a 5,000-year-old dragon that looks like a little girl. Clearly, you are a nim-witted fool. She is actually a demon from the underworld who has fallen madly in love with me. Alright, that's enough. There's 3 problems I have with anime first and foremost. Dialogue.
You're such a silly baka. Silly little baka.
I've been watching Dragon Ball Z Kai lately because the original voice acting sucks, and let me tell you, the dialogue is atrocious. Attack of the Clones level writing.
Your puny power level can't even hold a candle to mine. And by a candle, I mean a really, really small candle. Because you're so puny and weak. As much as I don't want to admit it, I have a feeling he may be right. Don't listen to him, Goku! Don't let him beat you, Goku! We're all trusting in you, Goku!
No, don't even bother. It's already over. We might as well just accept our fate.
Are you just going to sit there like a little baby? Or are you going to attack me?
Alright, time for my special move. Kaioken times 3!
It seems like that did a little scratch.
I knew Goku would win.
Weren't you saying 2 seconds ago that...
Alright, time for my final attack. Here it goes. Kaioken times 10! Impossible! How could he achieve such a power?
Some of these characters make these shows unwatchable, bro. I don't know how many times there will be a character where you have to turn down the volume just based off of their little anime girl voice. But one of the worst things is when a character is about to do something really cool and then they just say something like this.
There's something that's gonna look a lot worse than that piece of junk. And that, my friend, is your putrid face.
That just flattened all your coolness factor. Secondly, the fights. I know. Anime fights are peak, but I do have one problem with them. The power in these fights are insane. I know you're supposed to have suspension of disbelief or whatever it's called, but come on, bro. Some guy will get a hole punched through his entire body and be completely fine. He'll be shot like 18 times, bleeding out of every orifice of his body, but with the power of friendship, he's still alive. And not to be the guy who's like, this isn't even realistic. But come on, you gotta give me a reason for them doing stuff like this. You'll see these characters fly through 5 stories of concrete, a mountain, and a divot the size of the Grand Canyon, and be like, seems like I have to step it up a notch. Like, no, bro, you are not living through that. It can make sense for characters like Invincible or Goku. Like, you're aliens, sure, okay, but normal people cannot survive this. I think it's equally annoying when just because a character is stronger, they can tank anything. No, Goku, just because you took your training weights off does not mean you can survive a nuclear blast. I think anime also overestimates how much you can think in a fight. Like, these characters will get knocked out of their shoes, flying back at 100 miles per hour, and be like, how is he this fast? I have to find a way to beat this guy. Like, anyone who's ever been to the gym knows just how hard it is to keep track of the smallest things like your rep count. It's the lack of oxygen in your brain. If you don't believe me, just look it up. It's a real thing. You can only remember so much when you're breathing that hard, and especially if you're getting beaten to death. So you're telling me that this guy who's fighting faster than the eyes can see, clothes drenched in blood, is coming up with some genius strategy in the middle of his fight? No! Third problem, and I think we all know what it is. Even though now it's socially acceptable to like anime, it wasn't always like that. The cool, normal people who just like a couple shows here and there are still vastly outweighed by the rest of anime fans. Like, I just like cool superpowers, and I'm not trying to watch... Wait, what is this? My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute? Why is this on Amazon Prime? Jeff, did you put this on here? Is this the only thing that Amazon slaves are allowed to watch? But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's like a joke or something. Let's just give it a watch. I've made a severe. It's fans like these who give everyone a bad rap. But ultimately, I say these things because I do like anime. I'm actually a fan of 3D women, not a 3D body pillow. If you find yourself lost and an anime girl is the only friend you have, and you say things like, if I lived in the Naruto universe, I would be the strongest ninja ever. Please help yourself, bro. This is becoming a PSA. It's a lot easier to become the strongest in real life than the Dragon Ball universe. There's a lot of things you can do for yourself. Just do some push-ups or something, bro. No, you won't ever be able to go Super Saiyan, but just because you weren't born 6'3" Jotaro Kujo with the girls falling all over you doesn't mean you can't improve. I know plenty of good-looking men who are just atrocious when it comes to women. You don't know your potential, bro. So stop doing this, stop reading brother sister, and until next time,